Blank and Envy teaming to go against Malachi and Sosa.
So Zesty, we need Old Spice to sponsor us next year. Okay.
Needs to happen.
I understand. And also, is this all best of 5? All top 16?
Okay.
Got it. So I think if it's top 16, I'm assuming these are all winners quarters. And
All best of 3, yeah.
so this is not top 8 yet. So
Um,
going to best of 3.
This is still a hand warmer, but they're hitting each other like it's bracket.
So it's funny because you'd think that it would be Malachi and Envy and Sosa and Blank because
Yeah,
those are,
that
like,
is
the
really
two
weird.
regions.
Yeah.
But it is Sosa Malachi and Envy Blank. So one from New York, Jersey and one from SoCal.
I do kind of like the mix-up, though, because you've got Sosa and Malachi, who are the top of the top, right? And
Top of the food chain, baby.
absolutely. And Blank and Envy, though, while they're not at that level, they're both, like, right on the cusp. They're both very great players.
So, you know, I love that you bring that up because I'm also going to bring this up. In doubles, the better players do not always win.
That is true.
You know what I mean? So you could see Hungry Box and Mewtwo King or Hungry Box and Mango team whenever, and they will not necessarily win. It's like doubles is a different game, man.
Right. Yeah, and we've seen way back, this is the closest memory I have of something that was a very good example, but if you look way back at Final Boss a couple of years back, I remember there was a doubles match I was commentating, and we're like, it was Sugidai and Ivane, and I hadn't really seen them play before, and they were up against some higher level players that are more well known.
Yep.
But they were like 2 and 3 stocking them, and their teamwork and the way they worked together just clicked, and it was just something of magic. And I mean, we could easily see Blank and Envy do that right now.
Yeah. So we're going into it, and right away, we actually kind of noticed how they're separating it to like 1v1s. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's honestly an instant showing of maybe they don't play that much of a team. They're just playing doubles. Like, they're playing 2 singles matches, you know what I mean? And obviously, when you play against a team that has 2 doubles matches, you're going to have trouble. But right now, Blank's taking a quick stock from Sosa. He's like, bro, I've done this enough times. I know this.
We live together, you know.
Yeah. Come on, man.
We've shown each other all our tricks. And there's another trick. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. That's quick. You know, it's been like 30 seconds, 3 stocks. That's nice.
That's
and
just
quick
doubles. Literally, like,
Yeah.
there could be like a 3-stock shift in like seconds.
You know, and one thing I've always loved about doubles, you know, we do have a tier list pretty defined at this point in general, but there is like no tier list for doubles. Every
Yeah.
character can become much better. Like with Ike, yes, he's got some crazy things he can do in singles, but when he gets in doubles, just spacing with that forward air might be a little bit tricky, but certain characters just shine even more in doubles.
So he actually shows something really cool from Envy. What he does is a Sheik punish. Is normally everyone knows, like, when Sheik's covering, you regular get up, as long as you're below 100%, you can punish her. He does regular get up, and he just first hit down smash of, like, in front of him because it stands actually behind him and just sends Sheik flying that way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually super good edge guarding. I'd love
It's
to
got
see
a
it.
nasty angle, too.
And so Red Team with a 1-stock advantage right now. And I really want to see how they play with a lead and how Blue Team plays behind, because that's really what matters. Sometimes when you see like teams like behind, they try and force stuff, and that's how you die. And that's how your lead just gets way or your deficit gets way worse.
Right, and the big thing too in doubles is you can't really have too many extensive combos because you always have to watch your back, really. And right now, though, I've just been seeing a lot of these extended combos. We haven't seen much of that team interaction. Like you were saying, 2 1v1s. That's kind of what it's looked like, but they're just trading combos back and forth.
Yeah, you see what I mean? How I first hit down smash on Sheik? It works every time. Oh, gonna get that waft out there.
All right, Sosa carries Envy off, but he comes back, and this is really just a comfortable situation. You know, Sosa is able to really tank, and that's something that Wario's always been good at, but it's just amplified in doubles. You can see him sitting here at 164, and all the time he's able to use that patience that even though he's living to high percentages, that's another waft just right around the corner.
Yeah, definitely. I actually love seeing how literally sometimes Sosa will just be like in front, like throwing out safe areas, while Malachi's literally sitting there waiting. He's like a shark, waiting for one person to go in. He's like, all right, come on, bring it.
Yeah, and right now, again, you got Red Team just pretty comfortable. You know, we're not seeing a whole lot of aggression from Sosa. Understandably, with that waft on line, Malachi can pretty much have whatever confirm he'd like off of a throw. So
yeah, definitely.
It's really tricky. And that's something that I'm sure Blank and Envy are very aware of, but it's mainly just been back and forth, but Red Team's just been constantly there,
and that's
and there it
gonna
is.
be a 2v1. And that was just a scary scenario because if you're a blue team right now, like, you know what, we have to even these stocks out before we lose one, because fighting a 2v1 obviously is gonna be obvious. Is so way harder. Kills him with the up B, gets him.
Yeah, that works. All right, and there we go. So we got Sosa Malachi taking game 1. And again, best of 3. So this is, I don't know. I believe this is winner's side. I have to double check.
I believe all the matches, this is winner's
Should
quarters.
be. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull up the bracket just so we have it on deck. Okay, there we go. Small stage and FD out the gate. I think that's a comfort thing because Sosa hates FD, as most Wario mains do.
Yep.
And I'm not too familiar with Malachi's picks, but I dig it. I dig it.
I feel like the fact that you're fighting ZSS and Ike, who both play great off the wall and who both have very good knockback wise moves, you're gonna want to take that small stage out. Which is why I'm getting surprised you're going to Delfino's instead of opting for maybe Fountain or Wario's.
Well, you mentioned walls as well, and that's something that Ike and Zero Suit can really apply a lot of mix-ups on with their recoveries. But speaking of recoveries, you've already got both of them off stage.
Yeah, and we're going to see how they off the edge guard. Oh, so fortunately, Ike gets back. Blank's able to come to his aid. And we're seeing Sosa right now get comboed off stage.
Ooh, and there's that mix-up with the wall jump back here, but Sosa's ready.
Yeah, he was just ready for it.
Ooh, and that's that awkward spiky hitbox of that up B.
Definitely, man. I actually really like seeing. Oh, Sosa not gonna actually miss sweet spot and not make it back. I really like seeing this play right here. It's like they're just not really afraid. They're crossing each other up so well. There doesn't look like a game plan. It's not like, hey, you'll stay in front, I'll stay behind. It's more so like, hey, whenever I go in front, you stay behind. Whenever I'm behind, you stay in front. And it kind of doubles.
Okay, I'm liking that. And that's one thing I'm looking. I've been watching Envy just a little bit, and some of the things I've noticed, he is playing a little bit more like a singles match. But the nice thing is a lot of what Ike does is his combos are fairly quick, and they end fairly quickly as well after he gets gimped by a wall.
Yeah, he actually got gimped to like 30%.
Speaking of gimps,
oh my goodness.
All right, this is
not a game. This is best of 3. So
oh my God, Envy. Welcome to SoCal, bud.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this game definitely is a lot of unfortunate stocks that occurred for blue team. And that's not how we were going to remember them, you know.
Yeah, you mentioned how stocks just disappear like that. Well, we pretty much saw it. It's not even 2 minutes, and they're both down to their last stock, so they're going to...
Yeah, that was a series of unfortunate events. Definitely a sad thing to watch. you hate to see it.
Yep.
But, I mean, it's not like they cannot bring it back. Like we said, like we saw a shift in stocks for blue team, we could easily see a shift in the same stocks for red team, you know what I mean? Oh, these F tilts coming out.
F-tilts.
Oh, just charging the F smash.
That F smash is so terrifying. I think I flinched just seeing someone use it.
She's going to survive. I'm actually pretty surprised.
Envy going incredibly deep, and he ends up... Wow, he takes it. All right.
But Blank actually ended up losing that stock.
This is... Oh, the hill just got 10 times steeper. He's going for the face roll. There's that down smash you mentioned. What? That's... Yep, there it is. Malachi, jab, fair. Gonna take it.
Yep, it looks pretty in blue team's favor, or red team.
No, something that's funny too is I remember talking to Jose V a little while ago, and I asked him, I was like, so what do you think of Sosa as a teammate? He said, I hate him. He just said, I hate him. He just doesn't play doubles correctly. Like, to paraphrase, that's the gist of what he said. He plays it like a singles match, but you know, all that aside, he's still Sosa, right? And when you pair him with Malachi, it's a pretty good duo.
You still good. It's not like when I was saying that before. I didn't mean it as in like it's necessarily a bad play style, because it works. Sure. It really does work occasionally. If you know, if both your teammate, if your teammate and then you are winning the exchanges, then you're gonna find success in that strategy.
Right. You know, you see how much neutral actually affects the game and how much it allows you to get those follow-ups, and any stray hits doesn't matter. Again, that's amplified in doubles. So when you get that combo started as any player, you never know what your teammate's thinking because you could throw some weird DI mix-up on them, and they're dead right there. We saw Envy dying at 21 with a waft off stage. All sorts of weird scenarios and matchups that, to some degree, can just go out of the window when you've got a buddy to help you out in the back.
So we're going to see it right now. We're going to see Arsenals and Emo Killer versus Boring Man and Thunder's Rain.
I like it.
Thunder's Rain taking a little bit of break, but he's come right back. And I'm excited to see what he goes for. I think he will go for Falcon.
Lately, he's been playing Falcon. I saw him playing Falcon in singles earlier. And Emu Killer, normally the Mewtwo and Meta Knight, but focusing much more on Meta Knight as of late. He's playing some friendlies and a little bit of Mewtwo bracket as well.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming Boring Man going Meta Knight, and yeah, makes sense. So green team, you got Emu Killer, Arsenals. So you got Texas, and where's Emu Killer from? I know he's east.
Emo Killer is Jersey, New Jersey.
Okay,
So with
New
MB.
Jersey. Okay. So you got all of NorCal, so, you know, deep down I'm going to have a little bias. But you got you got what? West Coast versus, etc.
Yeah.
But the nice thing, too, I know for sure with I'm about to say this, but I don't want to do it, but with Boring Man and Thunders, really it's just, oh, there's the DK. No Falcon, actually. But with these two, they've played together for so long, and just knowing that how they go about each other, their follow-ups that they enjoy, they've kind of built that